we're going to be changing the oil on our 2010 Nissan Murano. First thing you got to do is drain the oil, and this one, the oil pan is behind the passenger side tire, so is the oil filter. The drain plug, I found the closest socket is a 14 millimeter to fit it. After I drain the oil, I'll scoot around and pull the oil filter out. And then I'll put the new one in, put no oil in it.
I found some more to get, but
Huh?
not a lot.
Good God. That's a knuckle buster. Huh?
Ew.
Yeah. Alright, so it looks like it's done draining. There's a little bit more coming out, but just a small drizzle. And I'll go ahead and put the plug back in. Alright. And the oil pan is right here, right behind the passenger headlight and a little bit in front of the tire. The drain plug is a little bit farther back, closer towards the tail end of the vehicle, and the plug is kind of close to the bottom in the back, angled down. And now that I did that, I got to get the filter off, replace it, and refill it with fresh oil. Okay, so the oil filter is, here's the passenger tire. Here's the center line of the tire. The oil filter, if you can hear that, that's our neighbors shooting, but they're not shooting at us, so we should be all right. There's a dust shield right here. Then right behind the dust shield is the oil filter. I don't know if y'all can see that from the angle. I'm gonna try to do all this with the tire on it, just to cut down some work on my end. But it's kind of tight, because you got an axle and a cross member and all kinds of different stuff in the way here to get to it. And of course I don't have anything to really get a good grip on it. I'm trying to see if I can get it loosened up by hand. I'm gonna try, let's see here, to wrap my belt around it to get some extra leverage. What I did there is just took my belt off and made a loop back through the little buckle, and gonna loop it around the oil filter, cinch it down, and use it as a kind of a handmade oil filter wrench, I guess you'd call it. Okay, getting it on there. Okay. Well, The hard part is getting it in the spot that you need it to get the leverage so that you can pull with one hand and twist with the other. Okay, pause it for a minute, baby. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I finally got the filter broke loose, and what I'll do is bring it out and I'll show you what I had to do because I used my belt as a tool. And that's the oil coming out of the filter. Hey. There you go, come on. There we go. All right, I'll show you on the new filter what I had to do with my belt. What I did was made a loop. That's all right, they're still missing us. Made a loop with my belt, cinched it down. Then as I was under it, which was a pain, I rolled it around on itself a couple times. Then held with my left hand and twisted and pulled with my right hand, which loosened the filter. So now all I gotta do is put the new one in, put the oil in it, and we'll be good to go. Don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I like to take some of the old oil and put it around the seal. Just kind of lubricate it and help it to keep from getting dry rotted in the future. Now, if I can find where this goes. Ouch. Oh, and as the camera lady was asking, the oil filter just screws right on. There's a little slotted hole that the oil comes down and circulates through. That right there is the slotted or threaded hole that the filter just screws straight into place. And of course, there's just a little bit of confusion on which way to rotate the filter, because when you look at it from the outside and then crawl under here, it's easy to get disoriented on which way you need to turn it. Okay, the new filter's on. I got the drain plug back in, and now we're ready to put the oil back in, check the levels, and we will be done. Yeah. Calls on, this again is a 2010 Nissan Murano. Right here is the oil, wow. Where you fill the oil in. Hey baby, loosen that for me. Oh.
Don't show that on camera.
Okay.
It's already filming.
Is it?
Is that why it was stuck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness.
What?
I got my finger in front of the thing. Oh.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm not for sure how much oil it takes on this model, because that was a small oil pan. This is a 5-quart. I'm going to start out with 2 and go from there, see how full it gets. And you feel it here. The dipstick for it is right here in the front. I don't know if you can see that little yellow handle there. And so that's how you check your oil on this model. And as always, it's a venture to do something on your own instead of having a professional do it. That's what I'm looking for. So there's 2.5 quarts. I don't know how long you gotta let it sit to get down in there before you can check it. So I'll let it sit for a little bit. And, honey bun, do you remember in Romeo and Juliet, the scene, the balcony scene where he climbs up to steal a smooch? If that was me and you know what I would have said to you as I was climbing up to you?
It's hard to tell.
A shimmy 1, a shimmy 2, a shim for me, and a shim for you.
Wow.
Okay, up to this point, all you gotta do is put your oil in it and check it until it's to your full line on your dipstick. It wasn't too bad once we figured out how to get the oil, which way to turn the oil filter. Hope this was informative. Like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.